although few people survived from above the impact points, that the buildings remained standing at all undoubtedly saved many more. The fact that they were designed to resist over 13,000 tons of wind pressure meant that they could not be knocked over. In a remarkably prescient interview given over 15 years ago, Charlie Thornton, now one of the investigators, considered the scenario.
Well, 13,000 tons is a lot of force. People always talk about an airplane crashing into a building. And in 1944 or 45, a plane did crash into the Empire State Building. But the largest aircraft flying today, at least commercially, the 747, fully loaded, is on the order of 300 tons. So if you think about a 300-ton element crashing into a building that's been designed to carry 13,000 tons, you can see that an aircraft crashing into the World Trade Center would probably not do anything to the major building. It could affect localized structural elements, could knock out a column, and there could be some damage. But as far as a plane knocking a building over of that type, that would not happen.
Since the Empire State accident had shown that a plane could crash into a New York skyscraper, the designers were forced to consider the possibility, taking the example of a Boeing 707 passenger jet, one of a new generation of heavy civil aircraft.
The airplane we were envisioning was the largest airplane of its time, flying slowly and low, lost in the fog. In any event, we designed the buildings to take the impact of the Boeing 707 hitting the building at any location.
But the aircraft that hit the towers was a Boeing 767, heavier than a 707, and full of fuel and traveling fast.
The energy contained in an airplane or any other moving object is proportional to the square of the velocity. Double the velocity, and you have 4 times the energy. And so the energy imposed on the building by the 767 was very substantially more than the energy that we had assumed in design.
Although the impacts were far more powerful than had been considered, and the damage far more extensive than anything ever imagined, still the towers did not fall. The enormous weight from above was supported by the columns either side of the gaping holes. But the buildings were now stressed far beyond their design calculations, and the next phase of the tragedy would unpick what little strength was left.